Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Apple report for Wednesday, December 21st, 2022. Before I dissect the charts and show everything I'm looking at, please click like if you would each and every time you watch the daily Apple report. Also know that we put out a daily Tesla report each and every day for your use. So this image shows quite well what I'm looking at today. Now, truth be told, I could have weighed 134.37 above and 129.04 below the market as daily containment, session containment, as I call them. It might actually pan out that way. We could spend the next few days trading between the 129.04 June low and the 134.37 double bottom low area from October, November. That is possible. So just know that I probably was a little light in my weighing of this area, but because I still see the market as heavy below 144.94 and again below 137.29, which I'll show in a moment, anticipating 123.35 as a completed Met objective below both of those points, I just want to keep it light. I want to keep it light at 129.04 because I think it is highly susceptible to violation, if not today, by the end of the week, perhaps. And in fact, if we break 129.04 today, 126.60 is likely. 126.60 is an intermediate channel bottom. This is an enlarged daily chart now showing what would be the target today if we broke 129.04. 126.60 is the start of a narrowing zone of targeted long-term support down to 123.35. Do I show that anywhere better? Hold on a second. Here we are. Yes. This zone here, narrowing daily. Over the next few weeks, it converges entirely. 123.35 to 126.60. And 123.35 is backed up by 119.81. So you really have about, a 7 point, little less than a 7 point zone, narrowing gradually, that over the next month or two comes together entirely. 119.81, you have to go to the weekly chart on that. And that is a rising 2/3 speed line projected off that March 2020 COVID low. This area all comes together as one able to contain selling not only on a monthly, not only in a quarterly, but possibly well into later 23 basis. From here, we can turn higher into later next year. And so there's that. And if we break 129.04, 126.60 is likely today. You can see that right here. Able to contain weekly selling pressures. We might get a nice bounce there. And if we close below 126.60, we should, I'm going to say tomorrow, Thursday, test this targeted 123.35 channel bottom. Now, upside, if we push or open today above, here we are, 134.37. Actually, this is a better right here, 134.37. If we push through it, we can short cover our way up to 137.29 intraday. And this is an intermediate channel bottom, several weeks in the making, that we violated last Thursday. Had to count the days there. We violated last Thursday, which set off secondary selling pressures and anticipating the lower 120s as a 2 to 3 week objective. So we're in the midst of a 2 to 3 week target down in the 119.81 to 123.35 area that I showed a moment ago, below 137.29.
Just so you know, a wickedstocks.com membership delivers regular daily video analysis in the SPY and Triple Q, weekly video analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and a U.S. Treasury ETF, and 2 individual stock pick videos every week. Check out our other content by clicking the link below.
Now, if we do close today above 137.29, and I think that's a long shot, but if we do, we've got a good weekly low, and we should push into the mid 140s over the following 3 to 5 days or so. 144.94 is our new descending 1/3 speed line projected off the August high. And I say new because you reconstruct your speed lines every time you put out a new move low. And right now, the move low following the August high was placed on Tuesday, the 132.30 low. So you have to reconstruct the speed lines. It's a bit technical and detailed. It would take me 5 minutes to explain it, so I'm not going to, but it is trend defining. And it has been this speed line in this zone since October, a variation of it that has contained the buying pressures thus far. We have yet to close above the speed line. And if So let me back up and just remind you that if we close today above 137.29, we should short cover our way up to 144.94 within about 3 to 5 days. 144.94, able to contain buying through January. And from here, we can fall off again down to 123.35 over the following month or two. Closing above 144.94 would present a meaningful long-term buy signal, but I don't think it's a safe go with in terms of into later Q1 unless we can also close above 153.97, which is also a new structure based on Tuesday's low. So closing above 144.94 within a week, two at the most, 153.97, where we can top out through January and fall off. And if closing above 153.97, then we actually have a significant buy signal through Q1, whereby I would anticipate a retest of the lower 180s longer term high that was put out earlier in the year. I think that was in January. So, yeah, I'm way ahead of myself here. This is almost a moot point, not even worth discussing because we're so far off the mark. And I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Please click like if you would each and every time you watch the daily Apple report, watch the daily Tesla report. Consider going to wickedstocks.com and becoming a monthly subscriber to all the reports I mentioned earlier. You can cancel at any time, and you've got 5 days to check it out. So that's all I've got for Wednesday's daily Apple report. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with Thursdays, and you have a great evening.